the line. Is it 26? It's not going to be at 29. 30.4. Gets him up to P4. Soren's Kahoot. He's 2 tenths up. This is going to be touch and go. 2 tenths up if he can keep this together. Could he run to 29 seconds? Kahoot goes. With a 129 man rubric in P3, probably thought, depending on Q2 and Q, if you looked at the times in the last two sectors, rubric really thought that time would have gone him there, but it didn't get the job done. Willie P4 with a just on a 130, unlucky to crack the 129s. Hugh Daff 5, Rapid 6, Noodles, Supra, and SD, the Division 2 champion, finishes in 8th. So a great qualifying section. Hats off there to Kahoot, who got the job done right at the death nail. Again, Kahoot with a 196. Ocean Man P2, Rapid Willie, Daff, Noodles, Super, ST Romulus, and Black Good Night. As we go on to race day. Europe Racing Division 1 Australian test, their last test before we start the course after next week in Bahrain.
Right, 7 seconds. 5, 4. I'm here. Hello, 1, 2. Yes, I can hear myself. Hello, 1, 2. Yes, I can hear myself. Have you got an option to include your audio in the party chat? So in. Alright. Yeah, so in the party, there should be a box that says include audio. If you click on that.
I've got it.
Should be able to hear you. Yes, boy.
Okay, well, I'm going to stop my stream, guys.
Yes.
I'm going to stop my stream,
guys. Head over
guys.
to Rapid Racing League. Oh, we're already on.
Yeah, they're already readied up, mate. We don't take 5 minutes around here, mate. Get it done. Just get it on, mate. This 5-minute crap. Someone readies up. If it's not something I can tell you now, guarantee it. Ain't no kid readies up, doesn't care. just come on, boys, let's race. He's synonymous for it, so we sort of gave up on the 5-minute thing. So
yeah, I mean we have as well to a degree. Like it's just so that there's enough time for people to actually put setups on, but we're not too fussed about.
I'll tell you now, the European guys get very, very mucky about it. If you're already up at 450, that's it. You get like a 5 grid penalty in some leagues. It's ridiculous.
Oh yeah, some other leagues are crazy. We just kind of slap on the wrists sort of thing.
The sky is blue, clouds are white, and Rapid Will has been disqualified on a formation lap again. Can this guy actually get through formation? I tell you what, you get really good at sport bet for him to actually spin out on the first lap, the formation lap, every time. Absolutely guarantee it. Well, it's all yours, mate. I'll let you go for 5 lights.
Right, well, we're all lining up on the grid. Kahoot God starting up in pole position. Ocean Man in second. Rapid Rubik third. Rapid Willie in fourth on the grid. Huda fifth. Noodles sixth. Super seventh. SD Romulus in eighth. B Black ninth. Broken Reptile starting in 10th. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. Off they go. Kahoot God with a bit of a slow start there as Ocean Man gets up alongside and in front of him. Rapid Rubik also now up in front of Kahoot God, going side by side round the first corner, coming round the second corner, and Kahoot God has lost his place to the Ferrari of Rapid Rubik. Rapid Noodles now in fourth. In behind Kahoot God. Hopefully Kahoot God can't lose any more places as the Haas in behind of SG Romulus, and then the Williams there of Rapid Willie also trying to get past Hudaf. So Abyss has already retired. We have 3 retirements already: Clem, Goats for Life, and Abyss. And Ocean Man is stretching his legs now,
Safety
trying to
car.
get that gap over a second. Got the safety car now, so everybody will be slowing down.
Absolute carnage coming out of that first turn. So lots of activity at the back of the grid, as you would probably expect. So
Obviously.
Yeah, well, he actually hasn't had any practice. It's the first time he played F1 2021 since he's moved. So he's obviously struggling. Unfortunately, turn 1, he's gone. So hopefully he has a bit of luck next week.
So with the safety car, Ocean Man's 1.5 second lead or whatever it was is taken right back down again, and everybody will be bunched right back up again. Any gaps that did form in those first few corners are back to
Rubik's pitting for a win,
gaps.
so is Noodles, and
Yeah.
Hugh looks like he's pitting as well.
Yeah, so going to be dropping right down the order. A couple more people pitting there. There's Creed Karma and B Black also in the pits. As Rapid Rubrik comes back out of the pits.
Interesting strategy. He actually didn't change wings. He just went to the hards. So no wing change there for Rubrik. So obviously he's looks like he's going to go long and deep, and hopefully they'll get into the end.
Yeah, the tyre strategies going on here then. We've got mediums for most of the runners. SG Romulus throwing it all in the air with a set of softs. And then, yeah, further back you've got Dutchy, Pinju on 1 lap old hards. And then Rubrik and Hudaf with their fresh hards. And everybody else on the mediums. So SG Romulus does have the chance of being a bit punchy on this restart with those soft tyres that are now a bit more up to temperature. Mediums less so, a bit more medium tyres a bit more used to getting cold with all this safety car running, so the soft tyres will be a bit more punchy off the restart. And I would imagine we'll be going for another one, yeah, just to allow B Black and Creed Karma to catch up to the back. So Pajala, who's your money on for the race?
Well, hard to go past Ocean Man and Kahoot. Depending on how the strategy goes for Rubrik is currently sitting P13. I mean, he's the Division 1 champion, and he's taken a very early stop, so he's actually thinking long-term here. But look, I reckon see it out of Ocean Man and Kahoot at the moment. But yeah, I reckon my money's on that, boys.
Yeah, I mean, once Ocean Man's in the lead or something, he's pretty much got it in the bag. Kahoot God obviously with the outside chance, but Rubric onto the hards that early on. I mean, he didn't get most use out of his previous tyres. He's on hards, so he's gonna be struggling to get past the medium runners. But obviously they'll pit before him, so his kind of opportunities, he really needs to make the most of those however many laps, 5, 6, 7 laps between the medium runners pitting and him coming in for another set.
Absolutely.
Prime China, what do you reckon? Hards can go long enough that you can jump onto softs at the end, depending on how many safety cars we have?
Yeah, well, I'd probably say you could definitely go take these hards to get into a soft barrier. The medium runners that are currently out there will obviously be going to at least lap 14, lap 15, and then switching onto the hards to the very end.
Yeah.
So I can't see. I totally agree. I can't see these guys that are one stopped. Obviously, Rubric, Noodles, Hugh Daff, Ben Black, Criddle's out of the top 10, but I'm sure those 4 guys were actually qualified on the reds, so they've obviously taken the opportunity to get those reds off, get on the hards, and go a little bit deeper.
Yeah, that's true. So everybody that was on the softs from quali has
looks like
them already.
Yeah, and it looks like there's definitely going to be a little bit of words attended at Alpine after. Looks like Hugh Daff's brake checked Mr. Black, got himself a fight, and it's one thing to be brake checked by somebody in the safety car, but to brake check your own teammate, it's not good.
Yeah, it's almost as bad as your teammate running into you at turn 1.
Yeah, very true. I wonder who did that.
Right, so safety cars coming in now. Ocean Man holding up Kahoot God, ready for the restart. Still warm his tires up, and he's gone just before this last little corner, and he's nice and early, not leaving it too late. Gets a reasonable gap. Kahoot God is the one with a bit more pressure from Rapid Willie in behind. That gap down to 0.2, so Willie's really up in behind him, as Ocean Man just taking it nice and easy for the first couple of corners. And Supra has kind of dropped off the back of Willie a bit there, almost up to a second behind now, as Urban Growth is trying to catch up to the back of Supra. So Ocean Man is your race leader at the moment, and Kahoot God just dropping back, trying to stay within that 1 second of Ocean Man before we get the DRS re-enabled after the safety car. Somebody dropping down the order there, that's Dutchy with a bit of a spin through sector 2.
He's been able to recover. Mono's actually disconnected. He's actually, not only is he out of the lobby, he's actually playing Project Cars. So he's actually not even in this place. But good to see that his AI has done more laps without spinning than Mono would normally do. So congratulations to Mono's AI.
Yeah, it's always interesting to see where AIs finish as the true clean pace of the circuit compared to everybody else.
My AI actually finished 6th for me yesterday in Japan, so I could have done a better job than that.
That's not bad. I was racing against an AI on Sunday night, and it finished in 5th out of 13, 14, 15 people.
There's actually a very funny story. The first season of Rapid Racing League, it wasn't called Rapid Racing. As you would probably know, Loco, who's always drove a Ferrari, he actually finished P5 in Monaco in his AI. And it's the best result he's ever... And the funny thing is, it's the best result he's ever had.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what you do in Australia, but in the European League we don't give points to AIs, so
He didn't get the points, but
tough.
he took the result.
He took the result, but not the points. Yeah. Right. Josie Wales was sniffing the back of Pinji, but has dropped back a little bit now. As Broken Reptile is probably one of our closest battles, in behind Urban Growth. Coming down the back straight now.
Well, we've lost Pinju. Pinju's out.
Pinju.
He's out.
There's somebody else gone as well. Crew to Karma. Spins it into the wall.
Yeah,
Manages to keep it going.
Yeah, kept it going. So, lucky for him, but I actually saw Pinju completely lose it.
Yeah, so we've got another safety car now. There's Ocean Man and Kahoot God both pit in, and they'll be removing their medium tyres for the hards. Looking to go to the end on the hards. Bit early for that, I would have thought.
2 laps. Well, you can have at least 2 laps.
Doable, I suppose.
Possibly 3 under the safety car.
Pushing it.
Possible.
Supra in. Yeah. With for hards as well, and Josie Wells for hards. So really gonna shift the order around a bit, because you're gonna have.
Kahoot is spun coming out of the pit.
Yeah, you get that with these fresh set of hards straight out of the pit lane. If you're a little bit gun ho, your back end will just go and that's it. Got to be really really gentle coming out of the pit lane with a fresh set of hards. Tire blankets do a reasonable job, but not enough. Right, so second safety car for the race, lap 6. Rapid Willie is in P1, still on those medium tires, as is Urban Growth, Broken Reptile, and Relics behind. Rapid Noodles, who made that earlier pit stop onto a fresh set of mediums, is pushed himself up to 5th. Rapid Rubric and Hudaf and SG Romulus, all that made those early stops onto the hards, have all pushed themselves up as well. So B Black with the 3 lap all mediums is the one that's going to be doing something a bit different. Noodles, B Black, doing something a bit different to the medium runners ahead of them. Only 2 laps difference, but it's enough to give you a bit of a different strategy if you wish.
Yeah. Again, I think these hard guys have come in nice and early. I think I agree they're going to have to pit eventually at some stage, but let's see what happens.
Yeah, it just means that they have more pace on the hards, and when they eventually get to the softs, that it's a bit. Oh, a couple more cars coming into the pits now.
Yep.
Rapid Willie and Urban Growth both making the option to pit the second lap of the safety car, which is never a clever move, really, because the whole benefit of pitting under the safety car is that other cars are driving around super slow. Yep. And that means when you pit, you come out kind of a couple of places down rather than half the grid down. If you then pit when everybody's bunched up, you go straight to the back, and you've got all the work to do.
True. I think Willie had no choice.
Rapid Willie
had to do a wind change.
Rapid Willie's onto the soft tyres, which compared to everybody else is just going to be a little bit of a well, we'll see. I think down the main straights he's going to be absolutely flying past people. Like,
yep.
Just the traction difference between him and the hard tyres, he's going to be absolutely flying first.
Yep.
Past, you'll get past, I mean, even, yeah, Urban Growth he's got, Josie Wales you'll probably get, Supra will be a little bit more interesting, Kahoot God even more interesting again, to see how well Kahoot God can defend on those hard tyres against fresh softs.
Yep.
And
even Cruder.
So we've got
even Cruder in 11th. He's on four old mediums, so they're yet to stop. Yeah. So yeah, Willie's going to be
on the 6.
It's
Yeah. Well, we'll see how many places he can pick up from the restart. Broken Reptile is your man at the front of the pack, restarting this race. So, had a whole host of drivers being the front man today. So he's slowing everybody down. Doesn't want to slow people down too much. There is a minimum speed limit. Some people don't actually realise, but you're not meant to slow the cars down below a certain speed. I forget what it is, and it'll be different between miles an hour and kilometers per hour anyway. So around the tight hairpin we go. Ready to restart off of this left-hander. Will he go before or will he go after? He's gone a little bit before just to get him round the corner, and away he goes along the start-finish straight. Relics is right up behind him with that slipstream. Also Rapid Noodles following in behind. They all go through turn 1 nicely. Broken Reptile taking the tighter line.
Dutchy's lost it on the restart, so Willie's already taken one position.
Dutchy's out. Dutchy was disqualified from the session, not just lost it. He must have started driving backwards or something.
Yeah, he's got the wrong direction. So Willie's taken
Did a pin due in qualifying.
Yes, the pin due in qualifying, got DQ for that.
I feel the game is a little bit more on it.
Very true.
This year than last year, with the whole kind of coming back on the track the wrong way around.
Yeah.
Maybe too much so. It's a little bit silly that, you know, you drive kind of 2 cars length the wrong way and that's it. Right, down the back straight we go. Who's in touching distance? Rapid Noodles and Relics. Rapid Noodles with the better corner exit. In behind Relics. Has the slipstream. Don't have the DRS yet. But he's going for it. Decides against it. Into the hairpin we go. Right up the chuff. Coming out with a better exit as well. Can he get into the last corner with more momentum to take him down the main straight? Right on board with him now.
Will he have to beat 10 after 1 lap? His past guy is easier than hot knife through butter. Just look good on that last lap. So he took 10.
Okay, well, we'll keep an eye on how quickly Willie can catch the back of Kahoot.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll see
he's got
whether
Kahoot in his sight, so...
Rapid Noodles on the back of Relics. With Broken Reptile just ahead. Arguably, Rapid Noodles is the kind of fan favourite for with these 3. So we'll see if he can get himself through. He's got the 2-lap fresher tyres, so he might be able to just squeeze past them and then start stretching his legs and moving away from them as he cuts that inside corner a little bit too much there, and that just loses him a bit of momentum through this continuous right-hander. Onto the back straight we go now. That he'll make up the momentum now as he sits in behind Relic with a slipstream. And somebody else dropping back down the order there. That's Rapid Rubric. And Supra as well. Both of them. Both lagging in behind. Munners obviously dragging around at the back as well. And SG Romulus and Ocean Man. Rapid Willie though, right in behind Kahoot God. It took him 1 lap to take off, 1.2 seconds off the back of Kahoot. Kahoot looking at Ocean Man and SG Romulus. SG Romulus with a bit of a wide line, letting Ocean Man round the outside. Can they go side by side for this long? Ocean Man now with the inside line on the next corner. SG Romulus trying to break late. Ocean Man still got the inside line as we look from the onboard of Kahoot God, who's trying to keep his nose in just in case he can sneak a little pass past SG Romulus.
Well, he's lost
holding
it now. He's hit in the inside curve and he's lost it. He's now.
Oh, Willie's lost it. All he had to do was keep it clean in behind him.
Another
the soft
wonderful
tires.
reset to the track.
Straight in front of somebody else.
Yeah, so P14 for Will, so that's not going to help. Kahoot
Another
and
3
Otis
second
Man
time
are
penalty for
bullying
Willie as
SD
well.
Romulus like a. They're bullying this.
Yeah, Kahoot's
Romulus
coming
like
now.
grade 4 child.
Down the inside, hits the DRS line. Got the DRS open, straight past SD Romulus, miles before the end of the straight. Ocean Man ahead, almost touching B Black as somebody comes back on the track and punts him. Who was that? That was Relics. Went off the track. Just tried to rejoin. Just as he was rejoining, Kahoot God thought he was. I think he was still ghosted at the time. Kahoot God may have just got a bit unsighted there. I don't think the car was solid and he hit him. I think it was more of a kind of, oh crap, there's a car there, I need to watch it, and he just slipped on the exit curb. So Kahoot God with the work to do again, in behind Josie Wales, ain't gonna stop him, he's gonna keep moving forward. And so Relics there has dropped down the order a little bit, obviously had some problem down at the hairpin there. He's managed to keep going. Kahoot God now through this middle section, falling in behind Josie Wales. Now the last thing these two Mercedes drivers want to do is take each other out. Mercedes love to take each other out, but in this case it'd be better if they didn't. This tiny little back straight here, always a little move that can be done, a little opportunity. Also this consistent right-hander, if you get a better drive round it, puts you in a good stead for this back straight. So Kahoot God will have.
Urban's lost it on that hairpin as well. That one hairpin into the back straight, he's lost it too.
Oh, as we come past up the inside of Josie Wales being clever, not arguing about it too much. Back in the background, Rapid Rubric cutting up Cruder a little bit there, as Rapid Rubric on the inside of the corner stays ahead. Cruder Karma now with the DRS to try and get back at Rapid Rubric. So Rubric on the hard tyres, Cruder Karma on the mediums, and Cruder Karma just needs to stay ahead as Rapid Willie on those softs comes out of nowhere up the inside, holding it round the outside, and makes the move stick.
I'll have a piece of that. Job done.
Yeah, Rapid Willie now. Next target, Rapid Rubric. Can he get past him and start getting back at those Mercedes, like where he was before?
Yeah.
And meanwhile, a whole host of penalties flooding in for Broken Reptile, Who Daff, Ocean Man, B Black. Rapid Willie has a couple of seconds as well. So we shall see what happens. Rapid Rubric goes deep there with a little bit of a belly slide through the corner. Rapid Willie on the back of Rubric will have the DRS as it gets activated now with that beep. With the extra momentum now, which way does it go? Does it go left or right? Rapid Rubric doesn't flinch. Willie up the inside of the tight hairpin, trying not to push Rubric off the circuit there. Nice and clean. Rubric obviously has to back out of it anyway because it's just not a corner for too wide.
No, exactly.
Down the back straight we go. And Broken Reptiles into the pits. Oh, Rubric trying with a lunge.
So he's obviously pitted for the hards. He's got he's
gone to hards.
He's gone to hards, so
there
he's obviously going to the end.
Yeah.
So obviously
Rapid Willie still fighting Rapid Rubric. Rapid Rubric 10 lap old hards versus Rapid Willie's 5 lap old softs. Still going at each other. Rapid Willie trying to get these tighter lines and letting Rapid Rubric do all the heavy work with all those outside lines. Cruder Karma DNF'd out in 15. Another safety car.
Another safety car.
He's been down at turn 1 as the safety car comes round.
Well, this is really going to play into the hands of those guys that haven't pitted, guys like Noodles Noodles, B Black,
Yeah.
and Relic. None of those guys are pitted, so they'll obviously take this opportunity, come in, get those hards, get away, and that'll probably elevate DAF up to P1, I'd imagine. And but Ocean and SD have got the better of the tyres, so let's see what these three guys do right in front.
I mean, if it was me, if I was Hugh Daff and I had a fresh set of mediums, I'd be going on the mediums.
I would be too.
Because you've got a couple of laps behind the safety car where you're not really taking anything off the tires.
That's it.
You just kind of keep pondering around.
Hugh Daff must have
mediums are a pretty good shot.
Hugh Daff's obviously got the stream going. He's obviously listened to the DJ, and he's also pitted as well.
Hugh Daff onto those mediums. Oh, he's serving his penalties. See, this is where these penalties come in. Onto the mediums he goes. Good lad. Rapid Noodles also onto a fresh set of mediums. SG Romulus, fresh set of mediums. Relics onto those hards. Now the thing with the hards is, it will, in the long run, be a bit faster. But the mediums, you can make more of an impact early on and start getting getting a bit more of a gap before those hard runners come back at you. So we've got 14 laps to go. So yeah, those mediums are well in their comfort zone.
Yep.
Hards will just give you that extra ability to push, but you will be losing a bit of the kind of top end pace. Kahoot God and Ocean Man sticking to their hard tires. They're gonna wait for a safety car in a couple of laps time, and then jump onto the softs. Is the only way I can think of what they're doing.
Yeah, but I don't think they've realised that Muno, even though he's still in the race, he's probably the most likely to crash. Actually, he's AI, so he's not going to crash. So I'm just trying to... these guys in front, they're all
like,
pretty...
Who's left?
Who's left that's due to crash? So, yeah, pretty much we've got rid of all the guys that we thought that would crash, and yeah, it's going to be interesting.
I've seen a couple of times Rapid Willie does a nice little lunge into somebody and they both end up out and stuff like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if that mid-pack causes a couple more problems, especially with a safety car restart, everybody on fresh tyres, everybody's hungry at move forward.
Yeah, well, Murray Walker used to have that great saying, safety cars create safety cars, so let's see what happens.
It's literally the worst thing. It just bunches everybody up, and everybody's too eager to get past each other.
So what are your thoughts? So while we're on the safety cars, what are your thoughts of the new game? I'm really impressed with the 3 engine modes, the standard, lean, and kettle mode, but it's got a few bugs. It's got a few bugs. Let's say that it needs to be ironed out.
Well, a little tip for your Australian league maybe is to do what we do in Europe and run safety car reduced.
Okay, there you go.
So we had, even on reduced, we had 2 or 3 safety cars yesterday.
Oh, that's the multi-car one.
Two safety cars, I think. It's just, you know, it doesn't means it's not. In fact, yeah, it was 3 safety cars. It means it's. I mean, I can almost guarantee there's going to be another safety car in this race, just because of the fact that if you don't run safety car reduced, then you get safety cars for debris, and then it becomes a bit of a joke. Whereas we had cars that were parked in the middle of the circuit, and it was still only like VSCs and stuff like that. So
I actually saw the replay today. I was watching it, and I saw that there was a car right in the middle, just outside of the swooping right, just after turn 1.
Yeah, S-winger. Yeah,
that's it.
And they had to fight past them. Yeah, the black car.
Jack and Daz or something?
Yeah, Jack and Daz, they were going wheel to wheel, and they both had to kind of tuck in to get past this stricken car that was parked right in the middle of the track.
Bloody hell. Ridiculous.
It's a little bit ridiculous, but I mean, with online lobbies being, well, not online lobbies, with, you know, the game being the way it is, you get a lot of DNFs, more so than real life, so you don't want to be sat behind safety cars for half the race. it's just a bit better to run reduced.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, if you go to off, it's a bit too much the other way. You know, if you don't have safety cars, it's just a bit weird.
Yeah.
Then everybody just gets so much of a gap that nothing happens.
True.
Right. Well, safety cars come in. Ocean Man is the first man round the last corner. Followed in behind Kahoot God. Rapid Noodles is the man on the fresh tyres in behind Kahoot God. Which way does he go? He goes to the outside of the corner. Kahoot God will have to take a... Oh, Kahoot God goes really, really late on the brakes. Opens the door right up for Rapid Noodles. Noodles up into P2. Kahoot God really struggled with the breaking point of that first corner, and it's dropped him back in behind Rapid Noodles. Didn't even have a chance at holding onto that position. Broken Reptile, 1.8 seconds behind Kahoot God off the restart. And that is going to be playing right into the hands of Ocean Man, Kahoot God and Noodles. Those hard, long hard tyres on Ocean Man Kahoot God will be thanking Broken Reptile for his service at holding everybody up. Hudaf then is the man looking to get past Broken Reptile as we go up into this long right-hander corner before the back straight. Hudaf looking to get a better exit off of this corner and down the back straight. I believe we won't have DRS quite yet, but the slipstream should be enough to get him past. Broken Reptile holds his line. Hudaf goes to the inside. Will have the inside of the corner if he's not past him already. Takes the inside line. Broken Reptile goes really deep. SG Romulus trying to get a piece of the action now. SG Romulus with the outside of the next corner. Holds it. Broken Reptile gives him the room. SG Romulus is now ahead.
Great driving,
Great
driving.
Yeah, nice clean driving. Just work on your pace. Well, the medium tires, you're going to be struggling, aren't you? Off a restart. Those hard tires will be stone cold at the restart. And yeah, so Ocean Man is the man in first. Rapid Noodles gonna be looking at the back of him with Kahoot God. All pretty much the same distance apart now, just keeping it around 8/10. Hudaf trying to catch back up to them all. Doing his best, but
Noodles back in his customised position, coming second, the ladies' man. So back there in P2.
Always the second in behind Ocean Man.
Always. But he won that race in Brazil, so let's see what he can do here. He's definitely got the.
I mean he's got the tyre advantage.
Absolutely.
Those mediums can go to the end.
Yep.
Ocean Man Kahoot God will need to pit again.
Yep.
How much they can hold on to Noodles in this stage and how much they can claw back afterwards. I think Noodles has got this in the bag. Hudaf, if he can catch up a bit, has a chance of getting the podium. And Ocean Man Kahoot God, well, they're just going to have to work like hell if they switch tyres further on. 3-second time penalty. Relics. Rapid Rubric has retired.
He's
the man from the back of the race has lost it down the main straight.
Yeah, he's clipped that inside. He's clipped the inside there and just spun it
and
into
just
the
gone
wall.
flying. Yeah.
Relic is
a nasty curb, that one, the inside, and another safety car.
And this could
that
be
would very much not be a safety car if you were running reduced. That wouldn't have even been a VSC. You would just carry on.
So does I suppose now do Ocean and Kahoot now say, you know what, now's the time?
They got to pit. They got to pit.
Are they going to pit?
Although it's bunched up though. That's the thing. Like, it's so bunched up, they're going to be right at the back if they box. They can hold on to these mediums. I mean, the other thing with all these safety cars is those hard tires, you'll be able to go longer and longer and longer, and they might actually make the end of the race. You know, they're 11 laps now, they've got 10 laps remaining. That's only 21 laps on the hard tires.
Yeah.
That should be doable.
I think,
But they also have to kind of go against the fact that these medium tires are also gonna like extend their life and be even more kind of you know, these medium tires are going to be quicker for a longer period, so it's just how much he thinks these hard tires will hold on. Ocean Man, no, he's gone in, he's boxed. Is Kahoot God following? Yep.
And
so
just
they've both gone in.
Now, are they going to
Jumping
mediums
onto the
or
soft
reds?
tires.
Yeah, they are.
It's gotta be
soft. They're going
It's gotta be soft. 9 laps.
No, mediums.
Oh,
mediums for Kahoot.
Serving the penalty for Ocean Man.
And mediums as well.
Kahoot God's gone.
And Kahoot's
gone.
And
Ocean Man's on mediums as well. So Ocean Man also with the penalty there that dropped him back a bit further.
Growth to old
never helpful.
Coming for reds, so is Rapid Willie actually. Willie's gone back to the reds.
Oh, Willie's back on the reds.
He's back on the reds, Willie.
Well,
back on the reds.
We'll see. In behind those fresh mediums, it'll be a lot harder for him to snake past everybody. Rapid Noodles is the man at the front. He's got it all to play for. He just needs a good start, a good restart, and for Hudaf to kind of slumber back a little bit like he did last time for Noodles to be getting the win.
Yeah. And look, hats off to ST Romulus, the Division 2 champion. He's P3 at the moment, holding his own. He's doing doing really well. And Relic, who's my sneaky, Relic is my ghost. He's my ghost for this season. I think he's going to have a really good year. He came in late last season, and he really did shake it up. So he's got genuine pace, which I like about it. He sort of consistency, which is the same issue Pinju has, but he's definitely got pace. And he joined us late, and I think he'll win a couple of races this season, Relic. I'm telling you now. So he'll be good.
Yeah, well, he's driving for our team, Alpha Tauri.
Go the Alpha boys.
It's all the Alpha Tauri boys in the. I can't say too much about Alpha Tauri because I'm actually a McLaren team manager for a different league as well, so I have to be. Yeah, I've got my fingers in all the pies, but.
One more lap.
Right, another lap behind the safety car. It's a little bit ridiculous considering everybody was so close together for most of that lap, but around we go for another one as Broken Reptile drops himself into the pits.
He's obviously going to go for the reds. Reddies.
Has he bumped someone as well, or is this simply tyre choice? Yeah, it looks like it's simply for the tyres.
Yep.
On to the softs he goes. Not a bad shout, because you're considering you were in amongst it anyway. The mediums, you may as well stick on the softs. See where you go.
Someone's got to tell Muno's AI to pit for reds, but he's in P8, so good work, Muno.
Yeah, AI on a hard tyre is what we like to see. nice and slow.
Yep.
Always great on the safety car restart when nobody can get past them until the start-finish line as well. Oh, Kahoot God's car just did a little leapfrog for some reason. Nice little glitch there. Have fun watching that back. Kahoot God trying not to ram into the back of Supra through the ghost of Munard.
The ghost of Muno. The ghost of Muno passed.
It's always a bit weird following a ghost through a safety car, because like obviously you can kind of just ignore them a bit and kind of just stick your nose inside them for through the apexes, but you gotta be careful that you don't hit the car in front of them.
True.
So you end up getting very unsighted, especially when you come around the last corner and everybody's going full pelt. You forget which one's ghosted and which one's not.
Yep.
Right, as we come down the back straight, let's move back to the start with Rapid Noodles holding everybody up, getting lots of temperature into his tires. Hits the apex of the hairpin. Still got the speed hold on there as we come around the last corner now. Full pelt hits the start finish line now. Off we go for lap 21 of the race. Who Daft dropping back a little bit there. Noodles getting a good launch, doesn't go too deep into the first corner, holds it round. Can he hit the apex? Hits the apex of the first corner or second corner, depends how many corners are in that corner. And now we all snake around. A couple of position changes further back. Kahoot God getting past Munnard. And everybody's pretty much holding their own. Supra on the back of Josie Wales. Josie Wales on the back of B Black is your closest battle at the moment. How much can Relic hold on these hard tyres when everybody else is on mediums with these soft runners right at the back still? Are these hard tyres going to be worth their weight?
Soon about to find out. Willie on the back of Ocean coming into the sweeping right, coming onto the main straight. Really, I thought he might have made 1 or 2 positions by now, but he hasn't done so.
Moving back. The ghost of Munnard.
The ghost of Munnard past.
Back in his hard tyres. Broken Reptile looking at the back of Urban Growth, both on these soft tyres. Which one comes out in front as they go into this braking zone? Gonna leave each other space. Yeah, Reptile's holding off, letting Urban Growth get the corner, and then they both realise they both wasted a lot of time on that corner. Oh, even worse on this last corner, almost hitting each other.
Exactly. Let me swipe your nose.
Both lost a lot of time. Both lost a lot of time to the cars in front by kind of getting a bit confused with each other through that corner. Urban Growth backing out. Is he backing out or is he just going deep? He's gone deep. Still trying to stay in next to him. At some point you just gotta let him go, bud. Just let him go. There we go.
Reptiles past. So here we go.
You're just slowing each other down by constantly driving around side by side.
Well, you're quite right now.
Reptile.
20 seconds
Reptile
behind.
and Urban Growth. Yeah, it dropped so much off the back of Willie. Now Willie's got right up the back of Ocean Man. Everybody's pretty much nose to tail ahead of them. Kahoot God, can he make a lunge on Josie Wales?
ST Romulus has made that pass on Relic on the hard, so obviously those mediums are playing into it, playing into their advantage. Relic sort of almost lost it coming onto that back hairpin.
So Kahoot God managed to get past Josie Wales through that tight section and is now coming down the back straight in behind B Black. 5 laps the difference on the tyres. Comes into the braking zone, still behind B Black. Can he get a better line through the corner? B Black having to be careful not to stick too close to the back of Relics. Come around the last corner. DRS is enabled. Kahoot God on the back of B Black. Coming down the main straight, still a bit too far back. Who Daff looking at the back of Noodles. Sniffing around, both on the same tyres. What can they be doing? Noodles is just going to move away. I can't see who Daft getting past, really. Noodles is driving a bit slower than I would expect. Maybe he's doing a bit of fuel saving. I can't imagine why with that many safety cars. So maybe who Daft is just... Who Daft might just be on it.
Might be.
You know, might just be.
Exactly.
After his mid-race slouch, he's back on it. Sees the victory in his sights and is going full pelt. Kahoot God sniffing the back of Relics. Gets a tighter line through these corners. Josie Wales, likewise with B Black.
He's doing
Ocean
himself.
Man.
Josie Wells is doing an Ocean Man. He's doing it on Alonso on Ocean Man for Kahoot to let him get a bit of space. So good team play by Josie.
Yeah, everybody in this kind of 2.2 to 0.4. Good God, fastest lap.
133.2 on the back of Relic. He should
Right.
have no trouble.
On the back of Relics with these hard tyres. If he doesn't get him down this next little twisty bit in here, it should be done. Virtual safety car.
What's
What's
happened?
that
Debris?
for?
Debris.
It must
Surely
be
it's
debris
debris.
somewhere. Yeah.
We're going to blame Muno. We'll blame Muno. He's lost a wing.
Muno's wing has come off.
Yeah.
Ghosted wing.
Muno's ghost has gone to try and get a kebab and has lost the front wing, I think. So that's what I think has happened. He's tried to get a beer and a kebab and he's lost it.
Well, where's the... SG Romulus has dropped off the back of Hudaf a little bit. I mean, we could have a little quick look, see if we can see any damage on some of the cars.
Oh, Relic decided to make SD Romulus a braking zone, and Romulus has been spun around. Cahoot's up to P4, Relic into P3. Yep, no, Relic decided to use the back of the Haas as a braking zone, and actually Relic, to his credit, has actually waited and dropped himself all the way back. So behind Ocean.
So that must have been straight off the back of the VSC ending.
Yes.
As we come down into hairpin, almost 4 cars all side by side. 3 cars now coming through into the last corner.
Ocean Man's had to back out.
It's a busy old last corner.
Oh,
so many cars, so little space.
Everybody's
trying to get past now. Willie's shooting up the order, isn't he?
He's up to P7. He just got through Black. That was through Black having to back out with Ocean Man on the outside into that last turn. So Willie's made good use. Cahoot's got himself to P3. 3 and a bit seconds.
Black side by side through these corners. As Supra trying to sneak up the inside as well.
So the Perth
Relics going into the corner. Gets past Be Black off into the barriers there.
Is he out?
That might be, he's got to be. It was straight plow into the wall. And is that another safety car, or are we?
Too close.
We're not playing that game anymore.
Nope. He's out. So the Ghost.
I think that's it for the end of for the end of the race. He ain't gonna bother with more safety cars.
12 runners, Muno.
So Noodles Who Daft keeping their distance. Kahoot God 2.2 back.
And at the start of this,
cut that down a bit. Rapid Willie also retiring.
Oh no,
Where's that?
That's at the hairpin up the top.
That's
coming onto the main straight.
Coming onto the main straight. Just gone
into the wall of death.
Just gone a bit too far through that corner.
Muno makes another position. Muno's Ghost. P11.
Anybody damage jumping into the pit? No, everybody just carries on. Cool.
So Cahoot took 1.5 seconds out of Rapid Noodle on that race. So if you can keep up that pace, and Daft's not really making any big indication on passing Noodles, Cahoot might just drag himself here with a lap or two to go, with 1 lap to go.
Yeah, it's how much can Kahoot God close this gap in behind them with 2 laps to go.
Yeah, it's
dropping it quite considerably. He's just taken about 5/10 off in the last 3 corners.
But the great Murray Walker always used to say, it's one thing to catch, it's another thing to pass.
Yeah, well, Cahoot's the kind of guy to pass. This isn't real life F1. This is the game. It's not as difficult.
True.
You just have to send it and hope somebody backs out. He's coming round.
Pretty sure.
Top hand corner.
You keep
down the
keeping
back
on
straight. He's almost within the 1 second for the DRS. Not quite, but he should be getting it for
Ocean
the
Man.
next.
Ocean
for the
Man on
main
SD.
straight.
He's made very, very light work with SD.
Oh, that was nice. Nice kind of switch back in there as well.
Yes, looked very pretty there from the Ocean Man. So
Huzaf is trying to stick with Noodles and is getting a little bit worried with Kahoot God setting another fastest lap in behind him.
Here comes the Perth Playboy. He's on it, 2 laps to go. And he is now in DRS a few. So, wow. five lap fresher as well. So he's got the tyre advantage, and he's definitely on the pace. So let's see what happens.
And he's got 2 laps to get it done as well, so he can pick his opportunity. And we have got to the stage where if you finish, you get points.
Yes.
And, it's always the point in the race that I enjoy, where I can just go, I've got some points.
That's it.
And Kahoot God now right on the back of Hudaf. Not dropped too far away from Rapid Noodles either, so he's got to be careful where he takes his dives and try not to hit the back of Noodles either. Right, he's got Hudaf down this main straight,
Surely.
Coming down. Hudaf will have the DRS off the back of Noodles as well, though. Kahoot God not with the momentum. Hudaf going for the move on Noodles. Can he cling it around the outside? And Kahoot God jumps up the inside.
Please.
Hudaf, you left that open, boy.
That door was wider than...
And Kahoot God misses the apex of the last corner, though.
I don't know if you got that, but geez, that pass looked pretty, Kahoot. Looked very, very pretty. Final lap, Noodles versus Kahoot.
I'm just going to nip as much off of the inside of this corner as possible and just squeeze past Hudaf. Perfect.
Yep.
Rapid Noodles just holding up Hudaf a little bit around the apex, and Kahoot God just nips up the inside.
Oh boy.
Right, Kahoot God now is the man looking at stealing first position away from Rapid Noodles. Rapid Noodles has been the leader for probably most of the race when you account for all the different stints that he's done.
Yep.
And another little booty bop for Kahoot God there as his car jumps up in the air over some curb. Round we go. Oh, so close to the back of him.
He's
Don't
definitely
get
got
too
him.
close. You'll...
Definitely got him. Daff's probably backing off, but yeah. Watch Kahoot now. 35% DRS.
Right, down the straight we go. Noodles going past on the inside line. Rapid Noodles not even gonna attempt.
He's trying to switch back a dream.
Hudaf is trying to sneak back past Noodles there as well, but doesn't quite make it. Around the final corner we go. Hudaf goes well wide, picks up another 3-second time penalty. Across the line we go. And Hudaf will have dropped down. Not quite enough.
So Kahoot, P1.
So, Noodles in second there, Hudaf third, Ocean Man fourth, SG Romulus in fifth, Josie Wales in sixth, somebody else in seventh, then somebody else in eighth, and I can't see anything on my screen.
And Muno come 11th. And Muno's
driver of the day!
Driver of the day! Muno's AI got himself a kebab.
Oh,
Did everything Muno's AI. Congratulations.
Was the AI for qualifying as well or something?
For the whole race.
Yeah, but qualified, he must have qualified at the back.
He crashed in Q2, and it's been AI since then.
Okay, yeah.
So there we go. Good work for
like 15th or whatever.
Yep. Obviously, Noodles has got a complex problem. Running around with a Greek flag.
Running Greek flag?
Greek flag.
Right, we will get your driver list up very shortly. So there you go, Kahoot God is the race winner. Rapid Noodles, who's apparently from Greece, gets second place. Hudaf, who picked up a 3-second time penalty just at the end there, sticks to P3 though. Ocean Man, 4th, SG Romulus 5th, Josie Wales 6th, Supra in 7th, Relics in 8th, Broken Reptile 9th, Urban Growth 10th, Murnard in 11th, Rapid Willy 12, and B Black 13, Rapid Rubric 14, somebody in 15, and it's all disappeared again because people click A too fast.
And we've got if it's not the Perth Playboy P1, Kahoot just comes in with just one of the greatest switches I've seen on Hugh.
On you? Yeah.
Said,
I feel like I did him so
second
dirty.
last lap, and then wow,
Slide up.
Pulled my pants down in that overtake. I will be honest.
Yeah, I
I'm
did.
literally embarrassed.
he did more than pull your pants down, mate. He just said, "I'm going to have a piece of this."
Did you clip it at least?
I don't know if I've clipped it, but it was.
Let's clip it.
Oh, that was just. It looked pretty. It looked very, very pretty. Noodles is obviously he's had enough because he hasn't joined us. The ladies' man finishing P12, P2 again, and comes second again.
You've got to make sure you include your audio as well.
Yes, it's in. Oh yes,
mine
would
too.
you like to? Yes, it's in.
Where's Noodles, mate? What's
I
happening
invited
to
him,
Noodles?
but yeah.
Oh, come on. Gee,
Yeah,
I'm very
honestly,
disappointed.
I won't lie.
Vono in the chats. Vono in the chat just said bloody dive bomb from Kahoot there.
Well,
Oh no, that's a different point.
Can I just
That's
say-
almost took out Josie,
Oh.
so that's a different point. That's something else.
So
No,
basically, I'll let you know
saying
what
that-
happened with Josie. So Josie and I was like, "What's going on?" Like, I'm like miles quicker. Not like I was like, "No offense." He's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "I'll dive on you this corner." He goes, "Okay," and then still turns in. I'm like, "Josie, like, what happened?" He was like, "I didn't think you were actually gonna do it." I was like, "Josie, I'm dive bombing you this corner."
yeah, and it's,
That's all good. It's all good.
Josie did a bit of an Alonso for you with Ocean Man for the last couple of laps and gave a kick to her, which was good to see.
That was Romulus actually. I do believe.
Yeah,
Don't quote me on that.
But mind you, I mean, I think it was I don't think it was Daffy, was it? They used SD Romulus as a brake marker.
Oh no,
Relic.
so Relics,
That was
yeah,
Relic.
he had cold tires. He had really cold
Yeah.
tires. I was right behind it for it, and I was just there like, yeah, that was unfortunate. He just locked it. He legit. I watched because I was behind him, and I watched him turn left and just absolutely slice across the curb and accidentally take him in. I was like, yeah, that's unfortunate. That's unfair.
So it's good to see Jack Vaughan's actually on the stream. So Jack, that's how you drive a Mercedes, mate. Okay, just let you know. That's how you do that.
Do I get any questions, or are we just like, oh, mate, you just pulled Hugh's pants down, so now we're embarrassing Hugh at the party?
What were you thinking when you were down in whatever it was, 5th, 6th, 7th with
So,
only a
yeah,
few laps to go?
Yeah, so once I passed Relics and Romulus, that unfortunate incident, I was like, there's about 4 laps to go, and I'm about 4 seconds behind, and I sat there and I said, I'm about a second and a half quicker here, and we're on to the second last lap. Sorry, Hugh, pulled your pants down. Saw it coming though. I legit had it pictured in my head, and I did exactly what I pictured in my head. And then in the chat on the last lap, I was like, nah, you know what? Take my time. I'll do him on the back straight so he can't come back at me. Rubrik's sitting there going, yeah, Noodle, you're fucked. So apologies for my language. That's exactly what he said. And yeah, took me on the last lap, and I just sat there and I was like, yeah, okay. That's pretty good for me. And actually, I was thinking Ocean Man was going to clap me for the fastest lap, but I had 26 points. So, yeah, I mean, thanks, Sando, mate. Appreciate the question.
Yeah, well, I
Obviously,
mean, we had all these. There was a couple drivers with soft tires that were just kind of like looking to kind of cause havoc at the end there, but you managed to keep them all behind you.
The one thing I wanted to ask you guys, obviously, there must have been a lot of changes with the aerodynamics. 'Cause what I noticed in qualifying, there was a whole lot of guys going off, particularly on that top end to hairpin onto the main straight. The final corner, I mean, Rubik and yourself lost it. Both of you ran into the wall in that section. What's with that last turn? Is the curb just that dangerous?
Well, I luckily didn't. Oh, I did spin it on my first lap.
Yeah.
So it's weird. It's really weird. It's like touch the yellow, spin. Miss the yellow completely, you're fine. So like, yeah, I obviously spun on my first lap, and I was just there like, yep, that's that. But then obviously like throughout the whole race, legit, I got one warning for going wide at that corner. I just think the wider slash, like, you know, like the more curve you get into that corner, the better. If you take that corner on the inside, you're more likely to spin out. So, yeah.
And Daff, you stuck behind Noodles for most of it. You just just didn't have the pace to take the pass, or what was going on there?
I had no pace. I'm very happy with the P3, to be honest.
Mhm.
Hadn't played the game in about 5 days, so you know what? I was happy.
That's good. Take the
Yeah,
podium
Yeah,
as
you,
well.
I mean, you were kind of, I think, well, one of the safety car restarts, you just kind of dropped back quite a bit, and then for that kind of middle section of the race, you were just kind of sitting around, and then right at the end there, you were just like properly just going at the back of them all.
Yeah, I got my
yeah,
pace a little
good
bit.
race.
It was good.
Dutchy,
Yeah,
we're in
yeah.
a commentary thing. It's all good.
Dutchy.
Also,
Dutchy.
can I give a tip for the viewers?
Oh, here we go.
Don't touch the hards. The hards are
Don't touch
arse.
They were
Don't
awful.
touch them. They were awful. Do the two-stop. Do the two-stop. We had 4 safety cars. Just
Yeah,
do the two-stop.
who was it that came out the pit lane and just kind of
Everyone.
lost it on the hards?
Everyone.
Oh, that was
Everyone.
Ocean. Was it Ocean Man or Kahoot that spun it?
No, it was me.
Up?
No, it was me.
It was.
Yeah,
It was.
literally
Yeah,
me.
it was.
So like I turned the corner and I could feel the back end going, so I said fuck it, and I just touched the curb and did like a 360 donut. So it looked pretty cool. I had to warm up the tyres somehow, you know. That was my theory in the chat. I was like, boys, just warm up the tyres. I feel good.
Fair enough.
But yeah,
well, great.
Bajala, we'll be looking forward to watching back the stream.
Yes.
I'm excited. Well, not just Bajala, Hendo as well. Appreciate you coming in.
Well, we had to split it across, so all the qualifying's under mine and Rapid Bajala, and then
Rapid
we've
Racing
got
has Vice.
he's got the race.
Yep,
So we'll,
cool.
effective now, all streams for our league will go into Rapid Racing League. So
Yeah,
I'll
yep.
get it all set up. So yeah,
Because
no,
I
it
can
worked out
do,
well.
I can do Div 2 on Mondays.
You've
no,
got
Mondays.
access to it. Yeah, Mondays.
I've got access to it. I can do Mondays because I end up doing Mondays for multiplayer car for Euro as well. So
What? You're up at
It's fine by me.
2:30 in the morning. Do you actually
legit.
sleep?
No. So I went to bed at 10:30, woke up at 2:40, and as soon as I said goodnight to the lads after the race, I got into bed and I was asleep within 2 seconds. So it actually worked
Well,
well. So.
Well, the testing's over. Bahrain
Yes.
next week.
Yes, I'm very excited.
It all gets starts for the Australian League. When do you guys start,
Oh, yeah.
Dutchy? When do you guys start?
When does OCE start?
OCE start.
We have the what is it? The trial races coming up this weekend,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Sorry.
and then we have a draft the week after, and then hopefully by then they fix this fucking multiplayer shit. So then we can get started the week after that.
They have put in the patch notes for the next patch that basically said sound glitch and engine wear in practice. It's 2 big priorities for them. So, because I'll tell you
Yeah.
what, boys, I don't know what it was like for you two, but it was like there were so many times we were just sitting there, and we're like, yeah, it's just horrible,
Yeah.
man. Like,
Yeah.
Halfway through the race, our voice chat, like with Hendo, was saying something. I was getting maybe every second word, perhaps.
Yeah.
It was like,
I don't know what it's like on the stream, whether it's choppy or not. We'll see.
yeah. Let's
It
hope.
probably
it
will
was
be.
it was all right
But-
last night with when I
Yeah.
did multiplayer. Like I cut out maybe like at 1 point, and that's it.
Oh no, your audio last night was trash.
Was it really?
Yeah, after quali,
Because
it
my game didn't cut out.
It
at all.
started like clicking.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
it did. Actually, you're right.
So
So, there you
I
go.
don't know what that is.
Well, boys, good race.
Beautiful.
Bring on
My
our
Noodles
man
finally
next.
started to join.
Oh,
You can-
here
you can
he
let him
is.
know.
Fucking-
Noodles
hold
finally
on.
Let him know.
Hold
Too
on.
late.
Did you see me get disqualified?
No.
Yeah. What
I
did you
didn't
get
see it.
disqualified for? Did was it
Going
you
backwards.
that tried to make a different entry into the pit lane? Was that you, Dutchy?
Yeah, mate.
That was you.
I spun and I was like, nah, fuck this bullshit. Fuck the hards. And then I was like trying to go back into the pits and it just didn't work.
A bit like Cruder. He gets the shits and goes, nah, I'm going to put it in the wall. Bang. I've seen him do it 3 times in 2 races. Did it in qualifying, did it in the race last week, and did it in the race this week.
It's only
So-
test. Like he
know.
won't do it in in the full league race, but if he does feel the need to retire, he will go in the pits. But
Yeah. Good to see Goats.
Can
going
can
through.
Can you also tell him not to take out the fucking brake boards?
True.
Mate, I'm trying to brake, and I'm like,
That was me
I can
too,
see
I'm not gonna
150,
lie.
150. Where? Oh, just 150. Okay, well, I'm just gonna wing it now.
I'm not gonna lie,
Mate,
that was me as well, so...
let's be honest, in
Also,
this game, braking boards are targets for wings. That's what they're there for.
are you racing in Tier 2, Panella, or what?
That's that's the division. If you put me in, which is what, Saturday night, isn't it?
Yeah, Saturday nights.
Yep, that's fine. No worries. Put me in.
Because I
Alright,
think there's going to be a trial race first.
appreciate you boys.
See you later, mate.
See you, mate.
Who
Yeah.
fucking sold me on that win, to be honest?
Sold you on what?
Because